Getting excited, Newcastle fans? A mega £300 million Saudi takeover of the club is set to be announced today as the final details are ironed out. The Magpies are set to become one of the world's richest clubs, with their fortune set to be 10 times higher than Man City's owners and nearly 50 times more than Paris Saint-Germain's. Follow Sportsmail's Sam Blitz for live updates with Newcastle's takeover deal finally set to go ahead. Kieran Jackson host commentator Sportsmail reporter host commentator auto update 1840 Steve Bruce trains his Newcastle team. For now meanwhile, Newcastle's players and coaching staff took part in a training session on Thursday as news of the new takeover was coming through. How long we'll be seeing Steve Bruce in Newcastle training gear? For now there are new owners in town. Newcastle's next game is against Tottenham on October 17. 1833 More scenes outside St James Park as night falls, the Newcastle party keeps on going. The Toon Army are still outside St James Park celebrating what could be life-changing news for the football club. 1823 Newcastle are now the richest club in the world. So what does this Newcastle takeover mean for the future of the club? Well, first and foremost, the Magpies are now the richest club in the world. The Saudi-led owners are 10 times more valuable than Manchester City's Chiefs, and even have more money than PSG's Qatari-led ownership. Newcastle will have the richest owners in football after takeover. The takeover by the Saudi consortium is expected to be announced soon after the Gulf state settled its piracy dispute with Premier League broadcast partner beIN Sports. Mail Online 1812 Newcastle fans react to the takeover. A statement from the Newcastle United Supporters Trust: for the first time in many years we believe our desire for an ambitious Newcastle United that strives to be the best it can be a reality under your ownership. We admire your desire and tenacity to buy our football club despite the protracted issues with the Premier League, and we appreciate your clear understanding of the special place that Newcastle United holds in our communities, the passion of our supporters and your commitment to developing Newcastle United. We look forward to learning more details of your plans for Newcastle United, and I can assure you that our members will welcome you to Newcastle United. In April 2020 we asked our members if they were in favor of your takeover bid with a resounding 96.7% in agreement. We look forward to working with you to rejuvenate one of the greatest football clubs in England, and I would like to extend an invitation to you to meet with the board and I in the coming weeks. 1800 Hours Shearer's views Newcastle cult hero and Premier League all-time record goal scorer Alan Shearer reacts to Newcastle's takeover news. Yes. We can dare to hope again. Clapping, 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 men raising hand, black circle, circle, black circle, circle, black circle, circle, hashtag NUFC, Alan Shearer, at Alan Shearer, October 7, 2021 1756 Staveley. Newcastle fans deserve this takeover. Amanda Staveley outside the hotel where the deal was sealed. It's done. Him feeling fantastic. Thank you. Really proud. Really pleased for everybody. I hope so, that success can follow. It's been a long time coming, but obviously that is at the top of our agenda. We're going to talk about our plans. It's taken 4 years for us to get where we are today. I know everyone has a lot of questions about managers and players, but right now we want to just get inside, get there and do a review of the business. We're here to invest. We are patient. PIF is an autonomous, commercially driven investment fund. We will try to be the best custodians of this club as we can be. You're the best fans, the greatest fans in the world, you deserve it. 1750 Staveley emerges. Sportsmail's Chris Hope was there for Amanda Staveley's first address as a Newcastle United board member. Amanda Stavely here in just minutes after becoming part of the new ownership of NUFC pick. Twitter.com/4xilobbypoo, Craig Hope, @CraigHope_DM, October 7, 2021 17:47 Party time at SJP. Here comes the party. Newcastle fans will not sleep tonight after tonight's news, that's for sure. 1741 players are starting to react to the news. Newcastle midfielder Isaac Hayden is one of the first Newcastle players to react to the takeover news, and even has a message for the partying fans outside St James Park. Clapping, exciting times for the club and the city of Newcastle. Enjoy your cans #NUFC fans https://t co/Gegipsa2, Isaac Hayden, @IsaacHayden65, October 7, 2021 17:37 It's all kicking off in the tune. The party is really up and running now at St James Park after the deal was officially announced by Newcastle in the Premier League. pic.twitter.com/04zubx4ok, cans360, @newf360, October 7, 2021 17:34 Stavely's husband, this is just the beginning. Amanda Stavely's husband, Mehrdad Ghodousi, was thanked by Newcastle fans outside the hotel where the deal was completed. "It is just the beginning, guys," he told the supporters, before following it up with, "slowly but surely." New, Amanda Stavely's husband Mehrdad Ghodousi celebrates with NUFC fans after confirmation of Saudi takeover at Newcastle hotel where deal was finalized. Pic. Twitter.com/smug8blm, Dan Roan, @DanRoan, October 7, 2021 17:31 Newcastle's farewell to Mike Ashley. The statement from Newcastle ended, the directors of the investment group thanked Mike Ashley for his commitment to the sale process. "We would also like to thank the Premier League for its contribution in the regulatory process, which has helped lead to completion of this deal." 17:30 What has Amanda Stavely said on the takeover? Amanda Stavely, who is now on the Newcastle board, said, "This is a long-term investment. We are excited about the future prospects for Newcastle United. We intend to instill a united philosophy across the club, establish a clear purpose, and help provide leadership that will allow Newcastle United to go on to big achievements over the long term. Our ambition is aligned with the fans, to create a consistently successful team that's regularly competing for major trophies and generates pride across the globe." 1728 The first words from the new Newcastle board. His Excellency Yasir Al-Rumo, Governor of PIF and Newcastle's new non-executive chairman, said, "We are extremely proud to become the new owners of Newcastle United, one of the most famous clubs in English football. We thank the Newcastle fans for their tremendously loyal support over the years and we are excited to work together with them." 1727 Newcastle confirmed the deal. Newcastle have now made an official statement on the sale of the club to the Saudi-led consortium. An investment group led by the Public Investment Fund, and also comprising PCP Capital Partners and Airbase Sports and Media, has completed the acquisition of 100% of Newcastle United Limited and Newcastle United Football Club Limited from St James Holdings Limited, Black Circle, Newcastle United FC, @NUFC, October 7, 2021 17:21 More on the breaking news. Here's Sportsmail's news story on the Newcastle takeover officially being completed. The Mike Ashley days are over. Newcastle are under new ownership. Saudi Arabian consortium complete huge £300 million deal to buy Newcastle. Newcastle's £300 million takeover by a Saudi Arabian consortium has finally been completed, bringing to an end Mike Ashley's controversial 14-year reign at St James Park. Mail Online 1719 official, the deal has gone through. The Premier League has confirmed that the sale of Newcastle to the Saudi-led consortium has been completed with immediate effect. A statement from England's top flight continued, "All parties have agreed the settlement is necessary to end the long uncertainty for fans over the club's ownership." The Premier League has now received legally binding assurances that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia will not control Newcastle United Football Club. 1712 It's a proper party in Newcastle. The flares are out at St James Park. This is not a drill. More from St James, seconds after the news came through. Pic. Twitter.com/J2XXG0Ajab, Josh Halliday, @Josh Halliday, October 7, 2021 17:09 Any minute now. Former Newcastle goalkeeper Shay Given, who was also part of the Manchester City revolution after Sheikh Mansour's takeover in 2008, is reacting to the news. Eyes, Black Heart, Shay Given, @NoOneShay Given, October 7, 2021 16:58 The party starts at St James Park. Newcastle fans are already celebrating at St James Park. Do they know something? Still no official word from Newcastle, but we understand confirmation of the takeover is close. Scenes at St James. Pic. Twitter.com/HGQ5Al0VCR, Josh Halliday, @Josh Halliday, October 7, 2021 16:56 Latest update. Sports Mail understands an announcement is now imminent regarding the Newcastle takeover. Not long now, Newcastle fans. 1638 revealed, Saudi takeover will allow Newcastle United to spend over £200 million on their squad without breaching financial fair play rules. That is because Mike Ashley kept the club in good financial shape during his time as owner. Now Newcastle are moving on to bigger, and hopefully for their fans, better things. Takeover will allow Toon to spend £200 million on squad without FFP breach. Newcastle have turned a profit in the past 3 years, spent heavily on infrastructure, academy and community schemes, all of which are exempt from FFP and will expect to generate new revenue. Mail Online 1636 Newcastle takeover Q&A. Newcastle United's £300 million Saudi takeover, all the questions answered. How has the takeover come about? Why did it take so long to complete, and what are the implications for everyone involved? Sports Mail answers all your questions. Mail Online 1614 Mbappe, it's cold in Newcastle, no? Throwback to when Antoine Griezmann brought Kylian Mbappe to Newcastle, on Football Manager, for €134 million. Mbappe's response was class. His PSG contract is up at the end of this season, though. Smiley face, Griezmann signs Mbappe and wins 5 trophies with Newcastle on #FM21. It's #ISIME with tag Hoya, stopwatch, pic. Twitter.com/FakesGMR66, Sky Sports News, @Sky Sports News, June 7, 2021 16:09 Newcastle fans getting excited outside of St James Park. We're still waiting on the official announcement, however. 15:53 Latest update. Legal process and exchanging of critical documents apparently behind last-minute hold-up in anticipated confirmation of Saudi takeover of Newcastle United. Reported by the BBC 1532 Reminder, here's the latest we have. Newcastle United's takeover is now set to go through. The Saudi-backed £300 million takeover hit the buffers last summer and has been the subject of arbitration and legal dispute since the Premier League failed to give it the go-ahead. Mail Online 1520 Hatice Jangis, the fiancée of slain Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi, urged the Premier League not to approve the state's imminent takeover of Newcastle United. Widow of murdered journalist Khashoggi horrified at Newcastle takeover. Khashoggi, a critic of the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, was last seen entering the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in October 2018, but his body has never been found. Mail Online 1459 breaking, Steve Bruce faces the sack. Newcastle's new owners are expected to sack Steve Bruce, though the timing is currently unclear. The Saudi-led consortium are keen to freshen up a hot seat in the dugout, though are not rushing into any decisions. The Magpies are next in action on October 17 against Tottenham. 1448 Fancy a reality check, Newcastle fans? Nope, didn't think so either. Well, you're going to get one anyway. Winless after 7 games. Any in our sports mail report cards. Premier League report card, from Liverpool to Wolves. As we pause for the second set of international matches this season, it's time to reflect on how each of the 20 top-flight clubs has performed so far. Part 2 covers Liverpool through to Wolves. Mail Online 1436, and so it begins. Bop, right arrow, Newcastle United, black circle, circle, RT to make it happen. Pick. Twitter.com/ergs98ud, SoccerAM, @SoccerAM, October 7, 2021 14:32. Excitement is building at St. James Park. The scenes from St. James Park as Newcastle United fans await takeover news. #NewTakeover #NUFC pick. Twitter.com/MrnBufka5s, Newcastle World, @Newcastle_World, October 7, 2021 14:30. Joel Lee, an expert in sports arbitration at the law firm Howard Kennedy, on the takeover. The agreement between Newcastle United and the Premier League is plainly and directly connected to the lifting of the Saudi Arabian ban and the, doubtless wider and geopolitically motivated, tidying up of the Bout saga, whereby Saudi Arabia was accused of supporting and protecting pirate services illegally streaming football matches, controlled by people or entities based in its jurisdiction via a Riyadh-based site, much to FIFA, UEFA and the Premier League's chagrin. It's quite clear that the intellectual property violations inherent in the allegation represented a serious and likely fatal hurdle to the takeover, because the famed owners and directors test contains an express provision to the effect that involvement in digital piracy amounts to an automatic disqualifying factor, alongside the more general provision that potential owners/directors cannot have provided false, misleading or inaccurate information to the Premier League. The settlement therefore sweeps away this entire logjam. As for a connection to St. James Holdings Competition Appeal Tribunal case, there is a considerable element of speculation inherent in this. We do know that the Premier League was eager to avoid a full hearing and that judgment is due on that discrete point following a recent hearing, in the next few weeks. It may be that it was concerned to avoid a public airing of laundry, an expensive fight and a potential embarrassing outcome, given the risk inherent in all litigation, and of course Mike Ashley is not known for holding back when it comes to a legal fight. Equally, it may have always been clear that Bout was what was blocking the deal, so and at one level the resolution of that issue might be said to both parties. 1414 Latest board news. The new Newcastle United ownership will nominate Yasir Al Rummel, the governor of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, as the club's non-executive chairman. Reported by The Telegraph. 1351 What will the future hold for Steve Bruce? This survey, from NUST, was before yesterday's news of the takeover progressing. NUST urged Steve Bruce to resign after winless start to the season. Newcastle are 19th in the Premier League after 7 matches without victory, and fans are continuing to voice their feelings against Bruce from the terraces. He has insisted he will not quit. Mail Online 1340 Statement from Hatice Jangis, fiancé of murdered Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi. It's wrong that the Crown Prince is now pretending that he is not involved in this proposed deal. We all know he is using it to try to clean his image. 1335 Something to be happy about, Alan? Saint Maximin posts good morning meme ahead of Newcastle takeover. The Frenchman uploaded a clip of the person screaming good morning before bursting into a fit of laughter amid news that owner Mike Ashley's reign is finally set to come to an end after 14 years. Mail Online 1322. A new start. A new better. This has arrived in the inbox of thousands of Newcastle supporters today. A new start. A new better. From an official email just sent by Newcastle to supporters for the 2021-22 shirts. Pic. Twitter.com/DeveX8, Tom Glenwright, @Tom_Glenwright, October 7, 2021 13:19. The imminent takeover has raised concerns, however. Amnesty International has urged the Premier League to change its owners and directors test, with a Saudi takeover in England's top tier looming. Instead of allowing those implicated in serious human rights violations to walk into English football simply because they have deep pockets, Webb urged the Premier League to change their owners and directors test to address human rights issues, said Sasha Deshmukh, Amnesty International chief executive. The phrase human rights doesn't even appear in the owners and directors test despite English football supposedly adhering to FIFA standards. Webb sent the Premier League a suggested new human rights compliant test, and we reiterate our call on them to overhaul their standards on this. As with Formula One, elite boxing, golf or tennis, an association with top-tier football is a very attractive means of rebranding a country or person with a tarnished reputation. The Premier League needs to better understand the dynamic of sports washing and tighten its ownership rules. 1314. So, just how rich will Newcastle United be? Answer: very. Newcastle will have the richest owners in football after takeover. The takeover by the Saudi consortium is expected to be announced soon after the Gulf state settled its piracy dispute with Premier League broadcast partner beIN Sports. Mail Online 1305. Needless to say, the Toon Army are pretty excited. Newcastle fans flood social media to celebrate £300 million takeover update. Fans, who have come to adopt #cans for whenever there is good news for supporters, were quick to celebrate what has been viewed as a major step towards an ownership change. Mail Online 1302. Good afternoon. It is set to be a historic day in the history of Newcastle United Football Club. The Magpies are on the verge of a mega £300 million Saudi takeover, with a deal set to be announced today. Here's Sportsmail's Northeast correspondent Craig Hope with all the latest. Newcastle United's takeover is now set to go through. The Saudi-backed £300 million takeover hit the buffers last summer and has been the subject of arbitration and legal dispute since the Premier League failed to give it the go-ahead. Mail Online, id:10068707, channel:/sport, page URL https://www. dailymail.co.uk/sport/football/article 10068707/Newcastle takeover live updates. 300 meters deal announcement imminent. HTML, status running, green box, body, modified order: 3:00.